Okay, here's the thing. I got new headphones, meaning I have a different mic. So I'm really terrified this is just not going to work. So hopefully it does, because God, I would absolutely hate if it did not work at all. Anyways, I don't love exposed mic headphones. I wish I had a different mic, but I need new headphones for ear purposes. So I got these, and I absolutely love the feel of them, but I can't hear myself as well talking, and then so I have no idea how loud I am, and then I also had tried to find out if the microphone worked the way I wanted it to. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, we should be right before the trial, which I hope I spelled correctly and not trail. Because last time I spelled, or not last time, previously I spelled it trail instead of trial, and I have not stopped kicking myself, so. Also, this game is loud. Anyways, because previously I had my headphones had their own up-down speakers. These don't. I had to turn my whole computer thing down, and it's still so loud. It's at like 6, and usually I have it on like 30. But I don't want to mess with it internally in the game, or else this whole thing will be messed up. So, oh boy. I'm not tech savvy enough for any of this. Anyways, man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch.
Though I really don't feel like it, I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial.
Anyways, yeah, so I don't love the look of a mic on me. I just don't love it. It seems a little, I don't know, but I don't have a mic because I'm not needing it, hopefully. We'll see, I guess. Maybe if I had a random amount of income, I would do it, but
Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
looks like it's going to start another class trial.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground?
Damn it!
You're right. We can't do anything unless we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen?
Hey!
No, well, do you guys hear something? Why does she hear stuff? I don't get it. Like, she hears things really well. But that wasn't her ability. Hear something?
Hey!
What do you hear this Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And oh, I I won't be able to go to the archive at all. That kinda sucks. I mean, we saw a little bit of the archive, so hopefully that's enough. I also hope I am loud enough, but not too loud. So, please, please tell me if one or the other. Hopefully they can hear enough. Anyways, when I first started streaming, I think I threw away like 3 videos because I just, some reason, could never get the sound correct. So you just couldn't hear me at all. And I was like, wow, okay. So it was a whole thing. So I just want it to be good enough. Different headphones, different mic. Hopefully good enough. Anyways, and then suddenly appeared before us. Oh, suddenly it. Nope. And then it suddenly appeared before us. Oh boy. Oh! It killed us all. We were in this room. Are we on top of a Monokuma rock? Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you. Jeez. At least be a little at least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap.
It appears you cannot escape.
I agree. I detect the sense of danger. Even my familiars are saying, do not go inside.
It's nearly showtime!
How interesting. If you kill me, you're welcome to try. Or, if you can kill me, you're welcome to try. By stabbing your sword through my very heart. Now then, we shall get moving as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia is going, there's no way I'm not going to go. It's so damn annoying. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock. Was that everyone? I guess. I don't know why, I thought there were more people left. Until I was the only one left. And when I was about to step forward... Oh, yeah, there you are. We're the same. The same step ladders. Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements from his mouth, he was perfectly still. You and I are just stepladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate, I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying? That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time, and from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope. But it wasn't. There is no hope amongst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to be, means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that. Well then, it's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyways.
Hey.
There's this one novel I like. It's a particular mystery, it's a particular mystery story. Huh? A novel? You can read? There's a the story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully, so the reader doesn't learn the ending until the middle of the story. Are we the killer? The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and a projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? I mean, it seems like it has a good read, I guess, situation, which is always fun. I love when things you want to like go back and watch again. You know, like a good solid twist. Not everything needs a twist, but when it's done well, it's really good. Anyways, what the heck are you talking about? We're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on a book I've never read before.
No good at all.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talented reserve course student like you. But I know that you don't matter at all. Or, yeah, okay, yeah. I thought it was talking about himself. Nope. I know that you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope.
Right?
In some ways, we're similar, but maybe that difference is is what makes me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone's waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserve course students are so full of themselves. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right, I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock, completely sidetracked because I was thinking through that. You know, instead of reading like I should. Yesterday, I went in for my testosterone shot, and most people can give it to themselves, but I started to get a fear of needles, which was pretty bad, and I hated it. I never had a fear of needles before. Anyways, so I went in and I've been getting it done by a nurse. And this time, it's always the same nurse. This time the guy goes, "You want to try it yourself?" And I'm like, as he always does, because that's what I want. And I go, I don't know. And he just passes it to me, and he's like, "Let's try it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Yeah." So I put it, and he's like, "Just push it, like put it onto your skin." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Just push it in." And I was like, "Oh." So I started to get super afraid, and he just kept going, "Do it, do it, do it, do it, you can do it, do it, do it." And he was being encouraging, and I did it. But oh my god, I was terrified. Anyways, by terrified, I just like didn't want to hurt myself. I have more than, because I had it before, I just fear of hurting myself. That, like, I guess, I don't know, like, I guess it's normal, but it was like pretty bad. But then I started to get a fear of needles. So, and then I was taught wrong how to give myself the testosterone shot. So I was giving myself for like 6 months a really painful shot. And then when I went there, he's like, "No, you can just do it like this." And I was like, "Oh, okay." um, and so I want to do that a few times, but it was just really funny that he just bullied me into giving my own shot, which again, I'm very, very glad about. I really want to do it myself. It would save me money, save me time, and I would get to keep my little testosterone vials, which are always fun, and they add up very quickly. I have like 13 or 14 of them already. Yeah, that's how math works. Yeah, no, not quite. Must have like 10. Because some of them I didn't get to keep. So, anyways, so I was really brave too, I'm just saying. Also, it just is in my mind because I don't go out much these days with COVID, so it's the only time I go out. Also, I got catcalled, which was really odd, because I forget that if I'm not talking, I look, I guess, like a cis woman, so I still don't know how you would mistake me for a straight cis woman, but that's fine. So I got catcalled, and that was really odd, because I was just like, what do I do? So I just walked away. I like that's how you do it, but it was very odd. I haven't got catcalled in years, mainly because I haven't been out in years, so. I was also in a doctor's office. Who does that? Who catcalls someone in a doctor's office? Anyways, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. Oh, look, we're all clustered together. The elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever-increasing speed.
Hey.
When we're in the normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me of how efficient that elevator in the Funhouse was. That's definitely going to pertain to our story in some way, shape, or form.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true. The elevator continued to shake and descended deeper and deeper, and suddenly it stopped, like it always does, and the door opened. Ooh, very fun. Very colorful. Oh, maybe it wouldn't be too bad if this didn't work out with the mic, because hopefully a lot of it's going to be done by them. I didn't get to talk to anyone before going in the elevator. Oh, okay. Usually you get to talk to people, but nope, we're just straight in. I understand your desire to applaud this wonderful vulgar trial ground. I like it. I did. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things. So let's just get on with it already. Okay, chill. So sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey, come on now.
Don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. There's levels to this. Monokuma gender okay. Like, good with trans issues, I guess, maybe. Also, inappropriate joke, yeah. Also, does that mean... I forgot what her name... Monami. I was like Asami. Monami has parts? Because, no. We're not getting down that rabbit hole. What an extreme punishment.
Now then.
Do you guys ever have that? Maybe it's a very trans issue, where there was a story one time that or like a question that's like, every time you sneeze, you change gender, but you get this much money, you get like $1 million. And it was before I realized I was trans, and I remember going, yeah, I'm down. So, you didn't miss anything, we just came down. But also tell me if my mic's wrong, because I got a new headphone set. So if I'm too loud or too quiet. But also, yeah, I just got here. Nothing happened. We literally just jumped into Monokuma Rock. Nice. I tried really hard to make it perfect. And I was like, oof. Anyways. So I think it's a very trans issue. But anytime I heard a question like that, where it's like, if you get $1 million, but every time you sneeze, you change gender. And I just remember going, well, you can always force yourself to sneeze again. Yeah, I love changing headphones. It's so new and exciting. Also, they're so perfect on my ears because they don't touch them, and I have a bunch of ear piercings. So the other ones were flat on the ear, and these are big, so they go around the ear. And I love them already. Had them for 12 hours, and I love them. So yeah, I had like questions like that. I would always be like, you can force yourself to sneeze again. But I always knew deep down I was going to get myself to be a guy when I would do that sneezing thing. And I would always be like, it's because I want to try it out, not that I am a guy. And it's such a funny thing because other trans people experience the same thing, where they just didn't know, but they like were saying things like that, and it's so funny to me because it all makes sense. Anyways, reason why I'm talking about that is otherwise I'll roll a dice, and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. So that's what I'm talking about, if you missed that part too. Anyways, now then, let's get on with it once again. let's get a move on, boys and girls. And non-binary people, but that's chill. This was 2012, and so it begins. I hoped it would never happen again, and now it's happening for the 4th time. I don't know if it happened to you, but when I first streamed, like I said at the very beginning of this, was the first 3 or 2 times I tried to stream, my mic was so quiet it like didn't pick up almost anything, and I have no idea who it is. I think I left it last time at a suicide because that's what it keeps hinting at with Sakura, and then just now again with it turns out the killer was the main character, which was weird. So that is a really odd development, but I don't think it would be us unless we were Nagito for the rest of the game, which would be it would make sense as we went to his perspective once to do it again, but that was really odd. But there's that. But the statue of Sakura and then the order of the way they're killed, each being the same each time. It all kind of looks like it's hinting at suicide again. So that would be, I guess, the killer that I have my chips on right now. So yeah, anyways, when I first streamed, just absolutely nothing picked up. So I was terrified that one of the series is just not going to work. Anyways, the curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekumara Nidai, the ultimate team manager. I have no idea how he would kill himself, but you know, there's probably a way. There's so much I don't know. But I was also kind of out of it previously. I'm always out of it. Anyways, he was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I've ever met. Sometimes it kind of seems forced. It's like he's more honest than anyone I ever met. It's like, I guess, was he notoriously honest? I don't know. Anyways, truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, it is weird that they had him change just to kill him off. Anyways, Nekumara's killer is one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends. I'll never, ever forgive them. Also, he said, like just now, that he sacrificed himself once for one person. So he wouldn't have... I don't know if he would have minded sacrificing himself again for everyone. So that could be, you know, suicide for that. Anyways, and so this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yes, save. Okay. Okay, that's already clicked. I don't think I bought anything. Can I buy it now? Oh, I only have 4. Okay. Steady's your aim. I only have 4 fragments though, but I have so many spaces, like the skill, I guess. I have so many spots. I thought I had more fragments, but I guess not. Memorizing? That's okay. I think that's a... oh no, I can. Sharpness increases by 2. Effective during rebuttal showdown. Cannot be oh, do I have fine sword. Okay. Increases max speed. Increases turning power. Oh. Yeah. Are these... no, these are hope fragments, I thought. I could be totally wrong. The explanation of this was months ago when I started. Turning, jumping. I don't know if I need jumping. Slightly focus. I don't want to kind of mess myself up though. So I can get focus, sure. I shouldn't have done that, but an intense survival game awaits at the Funhouse. Right when everyone had their backs to the wall, Nekomaru was killed. The barrier to the final dead room has been broken. The ultimate weapon rises from its depths, from its deep sleep. See, I thought skill points are levels. So anyways, yeah, we're done. Proceed. Trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
So I asked my sister's watching. She watched all the way playthrough all the way of this game, and then they're putting out the 3rd game. And I was like, hey, would you mind waiting until I'm done to watch it? And she's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm here, wherever I was when it started. And she's like, oh. And she clicked on the video to watch it anyways. So she watched it. I think she just finished the first trial. And I seen it, like, images, no spoilers. And I mentioned, because I saw fan art, and I don't know what their name was, of what I thought was a big blonde woman who was holding a bug. Apparently, I was wrong. So, apparently it's a guy holding a bug, but he's still big. But anyways, I think I mentioned it before, so I wanted to clarify. Apparently it is a guy, but he is into bugs, which I still love. So, big, strong guy into bugs instead of girl. I'm down for it. That's what I think. But I have no idea. Yeah, in the 3rd one. So like I was saying, my sister was watching the 3rd one, and she finished the first trial. She finished this one already. And I was like, I'm still playing it. And she's like, I'm going to watch it anyways. So I'm like, okay.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it.
I also learned that it's called V3 because the TV show is called Danganronpa 3. I got told a lot of information, like random stuff, like why it's called V3.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Does any Danganronpa story ever end with somebody actually getting away with murder? Because that could be fun. I mean, I think it would be dissatisfying for some people, like watching it or being part of it. But I wonder if it just ends with like, I did get away. Okay. So, because I was wondering why it wasn't just called 3, and apparently because they kind of, in between them, used 3, like, well, 3, for the anime. So anyways, again, secondhand knowledge.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy
Ooh.
lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
My dog drools so much. We have, whenever we're making, like, putting out his dinner, he will just have drool just coming out of his mouth. It's disgusting. It is so cute. It is literally adorable, but so gross. Because he'll just drool and drool and drool. Or if we're too, like, slow trying to open a treat, he'll just be drooling as he's looking at me. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, not to, what's the word? Compare, that's it. Compare Kane to a dog, but
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
yeah. So I know, well, I thought I knew Fujiko didn't do it because we couldn't finish his friendship level, but could be wrong. Because apparently you can't finish other people's friendship level, and I didn't realize.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there.
You? I thought we all went. Like, the 4 of us? 3 of us. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was right.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Yes, we got out of bed. Yeah.
Don't tell me you 3 were together since last night!
We were.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Wouldn't be a problem if you were.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
You can sleep with people and be classy.
Looks like those. I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the 3 of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Yeah, I don't know if I talked about it here or not. But I've been watching, or I've been thinking about it because somebody, I don't remember, somebody online maybe, I don't know. Apparently youngsters don't remember the term metrosexual and the homophobia that went on in the early 2000s. To 2010-ish. I don't know. Like, did go into 2010s, but I'm bringing it back to the 2000s. And apparently people forgot how homophobic it was, and I don't think this interests you in any way. But anyways, this is about me. This is my time. Anyways, I was thinking about the history of slut-shaming, and it made me think about the history of homophobia. And with the word metrosexual, I think starting in the 90s, but was still around until 2000 and something. It kind of stopped. And apparently people forgot it exists. And people online, also younger people, use the word fruity to indicate like themselves, like, oh, I'm a little fruity. And that's great. But if you want to take it back, but apparently people didn't know it was actually used against gay people. And I was watching the original Queer Eye for the straight guy. And in the clip I watched, because I didn't watch it all, I just watched a clip, because I wasn't allowed to watch that kind of stuff growing up. So I decided to look at it. But I didn't want to watch a full episode, like commit, because it was very 2003, 2007 or 8. I believe that's how long it ran. And it's very much that. And so I decided to watch it. And yeah, this guy just like dead ass says, I look a little fruity to the gay man while he was wearing a pink shirt. And I kind of just forgot about it so much with like stuff like that. And so I looked up the history of the word metrosexual and stuff and other things. Apparently the term limperist has been going on for, say, I can't do math, 60 years plus, question mark, if I'm not mistaken, because I just like looking up history of stuff. And because it started to make me think, because like now we use it as like, are you, is like a thing. I got asked that by a younger teenage person, and they were like, are you, to me, and I was like, yeah. And then well, it was also to my sibling, and my sibling then asked, like said yeah, and then didn't ask, but like kind of like, you cool with it, kind of like look. And apparently the person went like, yeah, and they didn't want to say it out loud because their parent was right there. And it made me start thinking that now we're using limperist as like talking to each other, but the history of it was really interesting. The point was absolutely nothing, it's just been on my mind because I looked it up. And in the 90s there was like a queer punk band that had the name Limperist and stuff like that. So I love just deep diving into stuff. So anyways, I looked into that, but anyways, this all started because of people not remembering metrosexual. And even very progressive shows had characters use that word in a very derogatory way, and people just don't remember it happened. It was so funny because I grew up with my dad saying that all the time, like always. And then I think he thought he was progressive, but the rest of my family is way more progressive, like my aunt and my granddad and stuff. But because yeah, he would say stuff like that, and I'm like, oh boy. So having people forget that exists, I'm just like, how do you guys not remember? Like, oh boy. Anyways, again, just stuff on my mind. Sorry. Anyways, the body discovery announcement was made soon after
We
Akane
heard
rushed.
the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Okay.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Okay, well, if Sonia gets Gundam, I forgot, Soda gets Akane. I should have done that in a different way, but yes. Yeah, I don't remember. There was something that somebody was like these two together. It was just a funny thing that I'm just like, not like in a romantic, I don't actually ship people kind of way, but in a just that's who is left. And it was very funny to me because it's just like, yeah, they can hang out. Weird pairing, but yeah, have them hang out.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
That was unusually cruel to Miss Sonia. Something even she understands.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably, I mean, it's the hammer, but it's what Soda is referring to. But it's new looking. It doesn't seem to be used.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Ugh.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
I need a new chair.
That killer, huh?
Well, I don't need a new chair.
The hammer! The killer used that hammer.
I just need a
and
cushion.
beat the crap out of him.
So that's, I'm guessing, what I'm contradicting.
Unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
Okay, so the hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
The weapon was right there.
That pillar.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
no, that's wrong.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Yeah, apparently my sibling also got spoilers to a killer in V3 because she got recommended a different person's video and it had a execution lined up. So it wasn't even just a murder, it was the actual execution. So you know that they are the murderer. And I'm like, oof, because she's like, and of course she can't tell me who it is either. So I feel really bad that she was like, she's like, I don't know. It's like with mysteries, you don't reveal who it is. Like, especially since the new one isn't as old as I think, or I thought it was. Like, if it is the first one and someone spoiled it to me, I'd be like, yeah, fair. Even the second one, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fair. But like, it was the latest one, and I'm like, oof, oh no.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
My sibling said it was a very good opening case, so again, no spoilers, but apparently she was pretty intrigued because she's like because they stopped in the middle of the trial, and she was like, oh man, it's like, that sucks. That really sucks because I don't typically mind spoilers, but if it's, especially since she was so into that first case, I would feel so bad. Like, regular thing, but especially with the ones with, for me, like a true twist. Like the first one in the first game. The twist being like the person that you respected turned against you and then was going to kill you, but then she died. Like, I would have been very disappointed if I got spoilered to that, but luckily, because I was completely devoid of everything, I kind of only knew somewhat, because I think I knew it was Leon, but then I forgot who Leon was. So luckily, my own ignorance and memory problems helped me not get spoilered, and then once it kind of clicked because it was pretty quick, but I didn't get what happened. Spoiler to me. So like I knew who did it, but I didn't know how or why, and so all of that worked out pretty good when I first watched it. So that was good. But then everything else after that, or after the second trial, I don't remember. I don't think I got spoilered to anything. The only thing is I kind of already knew with the Junko twist. I already had it in my head because I've seen her and stuff. And then once I saw her, I'm like, oh, that's why. But especially if it's so good, like a really good twist. You gotta keep your mouth shut. You don't spoiler things. Like, you just don't. Because, like, I was talking about The Hobbit after the Hobbit movies came out. But we were talking about the movie with me and someone else in front of a third person. And, it was just like a particular scene. And I was like, yeah, and the theater, the lights turned on before the movie ended and stuff like that. And so I was describing what scene it was. And the person's like, no spoilers. And I'm like, or not The Hobbit. And I'm like, the Hobbit book is very old. And they're like, just don't tell me anything. And I'm like, fair, I won't. But I just didn't know how to describe it to them that, like, it was really old. I didn't think it was a spoiler in the same sense, but I respected it. And you just shut your mouth. You don't tell people things. Anyways.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Okay. I wonder who I would have maxed out if I didn't know any of the story. Because I really liked Taka because of what happened in the story. Like, that's when I really am like, yes, this guy. With the Mondo thing in the first one, obviously. So I wonder, this one I fell in love with Fuhiko again with just the one sentence of mentioning a sibling. It really was like, yes. So, but Hiyako, I think she got better at the end, but I just am not a big fan of her. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I think I would definitely hang out with Gundam, but I saw his free time events. So, or not all of them, but like the first two. So I just didn't want to try to do that. Maybe if I finish Fujiko, I wonder who I would hang out with next. But I don't know. Like, if I don't know what I never done the post game. Even for the first one, I didn't do it. So I wonder what I would, what they say, like if it's just the free time events, who I would like and who I would hate based on it. I also don't know Hiyako's story in the free time events. So I wonder if I would like her if it was just that. So I wonder. But yeah, I know one of the people, like one of my friends, really like dating simulators, and I just never got into them. Like, I just never did. But I think with this being just, well, I guess you do get their underwear. I was gonna say just the um um friendship. Just let's hang out. I really do like just let's hang out. Let's get to know this person. So I do like them. I just never get the time to do it. But I wonder who I would. In this one, I still don't know if I would go with Hiyako, unless again, just her introduction was different. Maybe, but she's just not my favorite type of character, and as a person, she's like, eh. Like, eh. Who else is there? Oh wait. I really do like. I like Soda's look. Oh yeah, duh, Brakra. 100% Brakra. And then Fuyuhiko. Soda got a cool look. Chaki's was actually really cute. Akane, the thing is, if Akane were to die, well, I don't think she did this one. I would be very shocked. I would be like, you better explain it very well. I just don't know if I loved just Akane in the story. So just story-wise. So I wonder what all these stories would be post. So I do want to get to know them if they have more in-depth characterization. But anyways, I keep telling my sister that she should dress up like Fuyuhiko, and she keeps telling me no. She has a shaved head. We can get you a suit. But she says no, and stop asking. She got too nervous? Huh. I didn't know that happens. Ah. But yeah. Do they get knocked off, or do you just endless amount of days where you just keep on friendshipping with people? Where you just I don't know, is it endless? Or do they just... So yeah, it's just every day you just get to hang out with people. Interesting. So yeah, I keep saying that. I probably will do that. I probably will. Will eventually, but I haven't yet. Anyways. Oh yeah.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Also, the reason why I told my sister to dress as Fuyuhiko was because she is 30 years old, and people keep asking her if she is in high school or just graduated. So she is very baby-faced, and she's like, I'm 30, and I'm like, haha. No one mistakes me for the wrong age. Well, people do, but it's always random. Always random. Anyways. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. See, now I'm intrigued if it carries over. Okay.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
I think the death has to deal with... Well, the pillar drops first, so I don't think that's what killed him. But it's weird because there's oil on it. But I think it has to do with the wire. Because it has a slip knot. Or a noose end. Well, I guess not a noose, but a noose end. So I wonder if that's the main thing.
It seems that was a waste of time.
I like Gundam's look a lot. Mainly I just love asymmetrical earrings. I have many pairs of asymmetrical earrings. I actually got one recently, and I wore it, and I felt very nice. I love a good asymmetrical earring.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
I think it was Nekomaru himself, because his arms detached, but they were tied up though. So it's like,
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
okay, so it's the pillar. But the pillar was underneath him. The actual weapon has oil on it, but if that's something, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it,
I see!
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
But we tried that, sweetheart.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
I also love rings. I love accessories. Certain accessories. Because I have 3 rings that I always wear. And I think Fujiko and Gundam have rings. I love rings. I love asymmetrical earrings. I'm just saying. I'm just looking at Gundam's outfit especially, and I'm like, yeah, I think the only thing odd is his hair, but my hair is odd too, so it's fine.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
It's no use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
I'm not saying that was my theory, but I'm not going to say it wasn't a theory.
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Okay, if this is happening so early, I'm assuming I'm wrong. Because whatever they say in the first half is completely useless.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Maybe.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
Did he try to beat his assailant with it? Seems a little extreme. But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. Oh wait, maybe. By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School Life was apparently ruled as suicide. Huh? It would be weird that he doesn't get the same respect that Sakura got. If it was a suicide, it would be a little odd because he didn't have the same discovery, I believe. I think it would be too on the nose if it did. And then I would have been like, that's a little on the nose. Anyways. No. That doesn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru could commit suicide. Also, I wonder if I did see Sakura's death or not before. It almost seemed familiar, but honestly I wouldn't have known if I did see it before or not, because I was trying to look for an image earlier, because I was like, in this shirt it reminds me of something, and I tried to look it up and it was impossible, but luckily I found it. But so you see so many images on the internet and it just like, I have no idea, especially when it was big, like when it came out, this game, because I think I heard of it the first time after the first game was released, and I saw people being like, I love the second one, but let's respect the first one. Anyways, the first one was good. I think it had moments where I'm like, oh boy, but I do like it, so I do, and it's less theatrical. I kind of like the nitty-gritty reality of it. It seemed very reality. I think some of the aspects of this one I would like in the first one, like the talking about their home life. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about it now. I need not. Okay. Anyways,
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
you trip him.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
It's way too early for that.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Look at us. So many dead. I have no idea.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Okay.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Maybe it is
What
wire.
about tipping the pillar over?
Oh, never mind.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Could you?
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
The killer murdered Nekomaru by... Oh, the fragments. Killed Nekomaru by tripping over the pillar. Is that really it? Do we have
There's no need to lift that
yeah.
pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Oh, I missed.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Was there any other spots?
Considering the pillar's weight.
Yeah, okay. That had nothing to do with it. I should have actually read it first. What? Are you saying the pillar isn't that heavy? If that's true, then show me proof. If you don't, I won't accept it.
Damn it!
It's no use. I can't shoot. Yeah. Shoot through the contradiction with this. Yeah.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Oh wait, how do I? Oh yeah.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong!
I forgot how to slow down time for a second. Oops. Anyways.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
See, and that's very Sakura. Sakura trial. Like the glass was underneath the stuff, so it's like the fragments were underneath the stuff. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying, where it's like Akane. I was really surprised that she's still like pretty indifferent, but like I got to know her through the thing, and I realized that I think you would have learned almost nothing about her in the main story. Like, I think the only thing that happens is the Nekomaru thing that's going on now, and the despair disease, where it's like, that's not really knowing her. So I do want to play through it all. I kind of want to see how, Mikan story plays out, because I am interested in a little bit more story depth of her, seeing about her and everything. But I don't know, it's like the characters aren't sexual like themselves. Both of them are sexual in a wouldn't it be sexy if kind of way. Like, wouldn't it be hot if Mikan was like that? Like, it's almost weirdly not. Akane is a little bit better, where she's at least kind of sexual of her own accord, but then you realize it's based on past trauma, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, So anyway, so I want to know what's up with Mikan with that. I think Hiyoko, I think I might like her better if I did her free time events, because you don't really know much about her, and then when she dies, I'm like, or right before she dies, you get to know her a little bit better. So I think there's potential of making her go up in my mind. In the first one, I don't know how much you kind of get to know them too much. I think Leon was the one that you kind of learned a lot about, and Taka surprisingly, but with the other ones, maybe because it was only the first time I hung out with them, since I only hung out with them once, you kind of just didn't get to know people very much. It was kind of like, yep, we're hanging out, which is good, but it wasn't fully their story. Besides, again, those two. You kind of get more story out of them. Anyways, if Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Did the free time events change your mind on any characters? Like, you said your favorite here. Who was your favorite here? I don't remember. Who was your favorite in this game? And did it change better or worse, or your opinions on a certain character, I guess, with the free time? Because I wonder if, because for me, without that, like, with free Hikos, it really, right, that was it, Mahiru, it really changed. It really showed me why I liked Fuhiko more, because all he did is talk about his sibling, and that's exactly why I liked him to begin with. So I wonder if the other ones would make me like them, because for me, a lot of these characters, like, designs are good, but I'm just indifferent. Like, none of them I'm like, get out of my face, I hate you, but I'm just indifferent about Nekomaru. I'm kind of indifferent about Akane, a little bit on the lower side, especially at the very beginning with Hiyoko, and then it got better. Akane was good, or not Akane, Ibuki was like, okay, good. Oh, okay, so yeah, you knew. Yeah, I like her because she does remind me of my sibling, my eldest sibling, bossy, a photographer, bossy, but also kind of like caring, but bossy. I think that's all I remember. It's just kind of, I don't even remember how bossy Mahiru was, but that's how I remember her, because she just reminds me so much of my sibling. So I wonder how much. I shouldn't say that because I don't know her free time events, but so I think she's on my higher end of. She's not. Wouldn't kill for her, but she isn't indifferent. You know, like, she's good. She's okay, solidly okay. But again, I haven't done her free time events. But like, again, so many of them are just indifferent. In the first one, I can't remember if I was indifferent or not. That's the problem with my memory. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
You know, I was indifferent about Hina. Hina was super indifferent for me, and I hung out with her, I think, one of the more times than the others, and it was just indifferent. I was just kind of okay.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
I wonder what the sayings are in Japanese that she copies. Like the entirely my bad, where it's like, it's slang that she doesn't understand. I wonder what is the slang in Japanese that she doesn't, like, obviously they translate it to whatever amount, but I wonder if if I could speak fluent Japanese, it'd be very helpful.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
Does Akane know something?
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
Yeah, that's what feelings typically are.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
I was gonna be like, oh, that means it's right, but honestly, with him, he might just dig it to the grave, like, to make sure the player knows it's wrong. Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
If this is the information you got from the Funhouse, of course we didn't notice it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent.
Oh.
And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
I hope that wasn't too loud. Anyways, I tried to mute it, but I don't know how it works on this. Anyways, what is wrong with Nagito?
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
Or more importantly, why is he hating on everyone?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Oh.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
I really thought that we were all not actually ultimates. Like, none of us actually went to Hope's Peak or something. Something weird. But, it doesn't seem like that because he does mention that other people are ultimates. He really hammers it home that I'm just not. So I wonder what's up with that. Like, am I actually an ultimate of something and he doesn't like it, or what? Also, I don't understand the reserve course students because it's new in this game.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Am I supposed to know what's happening here? Did, like, the game give us a hint enough for me to be like, oh, that's what's happening? Because I'm not there.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Is the ultimate weapon not knowledge?
Ultimate weapon?
Because I thought he said he's like poison could be deemed the ultimate weapon. But then that was it. I still think it's a gun, but you know.
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Everyone else? Okay, so maybe I am supposed to know.
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Dramatic characters are just so good.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, but look at his little hamsters. They're so cute.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Okay, so Sonia and forgot his name just now, but okay. Gundam. She's really liking him, which is really funny. I still don't trust Sonia, but okay.
I see.
That's adorable.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Yeah, because they're flirting, sweetheart.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the Funhouse.
But you already did that.
The secret of the Funhouse?
Okay, so this is probably going to be what's up at the towers, which I think they're two different rooms, even so they look like one. I think they pretty much said that, because the angle's weird. But if it rotates, like the elevator rotates, you know, there's no proof that they're not the same room. And they could be the two different doors. But what else? Oh yeah, the elevator. It rotates. Also, the clocks are wrong.
You still
Okay,
don't realize it?
I'm getting it.
Jeez, get
I'm
it
getting it.
together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Okay, so it is, he's singling me out, but everyone else he still feels better than.
Except for Hajime?
Maybe now's not the time.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the Funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the Funhouse.
Yeah, okay. I hope I don't have to
Strawberry
think.
House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Okay, so I think this layout is wrong. Somehow.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the Funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Here's my question. I like deeper sounds. Miss Sonia's voice, maybe the voice actress, like, isn't what I would call soothing. Like, I don't know, I really like deeper voices. You know, like, I'm just saying, I just like deeper sounds, apparently. I love bass. I just wouldn't call her voice soothing. But again, it's not like an insult, I'm just saying that, like, voices,
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Like, again, it's not a bad voice, I'm just saying it's not what I would be like, ah yes, soothing. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. But instead of just saying it, we're going to make you do a game. Okay, at least it's not Hangman's Gambit, because I don't know what answer it would be. Okay. Strange feeling.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
That's not the contradiction.
That's the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
Well, that's
And the designs on the floor are also different.
not it either.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Okay, so maybe whatever Miss Sonia says. The whole time, we've been thinking that the two towers are the same building. But if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here. Okay, so
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
no, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
I mean, the floor is the same, because of Nekomaru and everything. But how?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Are you supposed to be British?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
She doesn't like you, bro. Move on. Go be with Akane or something.
I mean,
Whoever it
doesn't
was.
seem strange? When we went to Great Tower from Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
Because, okay, so if you get the 2 elevators, and you put them side to side, and you rotate 180, and then here are the 2 buildings. Could they also just be on a moving platform, so side to side? So the back door really is the exit, we just, like, it's locked. But then, I don't quite understand what happened, but I still, that doesn't matter because I don't understand how the murder happened, but I wonder if that's the secret to the Funhouse.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
I think that's what's with the elevator, because you said that.
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down!
Oh. Well, we're fighting. The heck?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
That is the worst answer.
While we were moving from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Also, how? Like, the frickin' pillar is unmovable.
Then Monokuma did it.
Okay, that's possible.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
I don't know why she's defensive on this point.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
I was gonna say, is that first one supposed to be a quote from something? I don't know my history enough to know if it's too heavy, let them roll it. I don't. Anyways, what's her name? Antoinette is one second. Yeah, okay, I think it's the pillar.
There are many different ways. The body in the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Anyways, she gets a bad rap.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Now he can stop time or some nonsense.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
No, okay. What? That is an odd apple of what? That is an odd apple of an assumption. There's no way I can understand what you're saying.
Crap!
Damn it. I wouldn't be able to cut through Sonia's rebuttal with this. I need to think it over again.
It seems you have forgotten.
Yeah, what?
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
I don't know.
The pillar, the body,
Oh, the
everything
oil.
at the crime scene?
You can't move oil.
He could have moved it all.
That's-
easy as
yeah.
pie.
Okay. No, there's definitely a hole in what she said. I need to show her the evidence that contradicts that.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Allow me to cut through those words!
I got it. I'm a genius.
Moving the body and pillar is possible. but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Don't be gross. Don't.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
And you know, that the body was also moved.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
They're connected in some way, shape, or form. It's the same thing over and over again.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the mystery of the Funhouse. We don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then, the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Why don't you just tell us?
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
Yeah, that's just not who he is, though.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Ooh. What are we determining? I was going to say that he's a perfect opposite to Monokuma. Monokuma is always very happy that these are going on, and he doesn't want to give information, but Nagito is the perfect opposite, where he doesn't want to give information, but he's happy to see it happen, but for a different, like, I think his characterization is really odd to me, especially, like, just some things. I don't know if he's like my favorite character of all time in media, but I think he is a really good opposite. But also, like, same two sides of the same coin, you know what I'm saying? To like Monokuma and the whole thing. Determine. Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that for all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that.
I'm assuming the killer also knows it, obviously.
The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
But that's a lie. He performed the appropriate action in order to learn learn the secret. What could he be talking about? I got the hiccups.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
I found a lot of things.
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Show me. Are we going to the final dead room or the octagon?
At an opportune time, I
Ah.
found the perfect camera in the final dead room.
Ooh. It comes back. The continuity.
You took a picture?
Yep.
It's just like a selfie. Nagito. Why is it his picture? I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what happens when I think. I don't know. It threw me. Anyways, Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small device camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
Oh, we get to see out the window? And as he said that, he showed us a particular picture. Wow, a particular picture. Trees!
Let me explain it
Oh.
to you again.
Interesting. It is one gigantic tower. Interesting. That is a huge tower. Trees are tall, man. How many floors up are we? Look at that forest. Oh man, I would love to be in a forest. I mean... Yes, I love being in nature. Cons. Certain bugs trying to attach themselves to my body, and I'm not really for that. So, anyways, look at all those trees. Oh my god, what island are we on? Are we on a completely different island? This isn't the funhouse we saw. This is a completely different building. Because I don't think there are these trees, and the funhouse did not look like this. Okay, anyways.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House.
Oh.
The final dead room.
Oh, look at that. I was right. It did feel high up. I think it was just because it was a concrete room with swords and it just reminded me of towers. But anyways, I was right. Or just because of like I don't know, it was something just made me feel like I was high up, but there was no actual physical way that was possible. I just was really just got a stupid, like I forgot where I was and I got turned out correct.
But don't you think it's weird?
Yes, we're on a different island. You're high up. Where's the rest of the building? Where's the other building? Is it on the other side?
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yep. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in the picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
The continuity, though, with the camera being there, that was actually pretty cool. Not like cool. Well thought out. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Spot, I forget this exists every time. Okay, trees. Here. Can you just poke anywhere? Like, does that count?
This photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yeah, one of my university buildings, we had the second half of the building, and then the top half was business. So one time I got in an elevator because there was so many people, and I didn't realize it was going up and then down again. So I clicked the first floor and it went up, and I'm like, oops, because I accidentally showed up at this random office building, and I'm just like, this is awkward. So the guy walks in, and he's like, you go to the university? And I'm just holding like a bunch of books in a book bag and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah. And he's like, going down? I'm like, yeah. But it was just really funny because it was just super awkward because this is just a businessman, and he's in a white shirt and like a tie and then like just a black jacket, and it was just really funny because it was just like, usually I never run into them. I ran into like a delivery person once in the elevator, but it was really funny to just accidentally, like, I guess, like, it never even occurred to me that I could just go into their office by accident. I don't even know what they did, but I just never thought about it, which was very funny to me. Anyways, the point was that I guess your first floor doesn't have to be the first floor of the building. Yeah, I guess.
I see. that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that didn't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. Okay. What doesn't make sense in this photo? Is it the tower? Nope. It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means that's not unusual at all. Don't you agree? It's really tall. I guess that... I don't know. Anyways. Don't you agree? Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Why am I the only one asked to do this? Also, who builds a building like this? Like, with no windows and no way out. Anyways, is it supposed to be that there's not another building?
Here!
Again, just click the trees. Just keep clicking the trees.
The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was. Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
I think they're next to each other. I thought they were next to each other. Now who knows? Well,
But in
a
this
lot of
photo,
people.
I don't see anything behind the
A
tower.
lot of people
No
know.
shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Ow, this chair is uncomfortable.
That's right. Good call.
Ow, my chair. Ugh.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo.
Oh, there's not a third one? Thank goodness.
The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area,
Mhm.
and Grape House is not behind the tower.
True. Would I notice something if something like that was in front of me? I honestly don't know. I mean, maybe if I'm thinking about an actual life or death game, but I just don't know. Sometimes I don't think ahead.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Is that what it's called? Why? I'm still wondering why, you know, Monokuma has the one different eye, the black eye, and then, or I guess the red eye, and then Gundam has the scar over his eye and a different color eye as well that matches, like, I guess reverse. And then Fujiko also now has an eye patch that's swirly. So is it just a cool thing, or is there a reason?
From this point on, do your own thing. Now that you finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope,
I
you
like
can
this
easily
shot.
solve a simple mystery like this.
It's a cool shot from down below.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Okay, somebody's cranky.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? I love that. Is he talking about that one time? It's like, what time? Which? Oh, okay, we're having flashback. I thought I had a, like, Hangman Gambit. I was like, I don't know, man. Hey, why hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The portrait. It's weird.
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Okay, so they're stacked, and he fell from the ceiling?
Top floor. So the third floor?
Oh, wait, never mind. I was like, what? Because there was a hatch, but how do you get back?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
I didn't go in it.
does it mean?
Well, I did, but I didn't. Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. I forgot their lounge is at the top floor. So, I forgot. Anyways, how do I do this? Okay, that's jump. Nope, I didn't jump. I've learned what jump is, but I still just didn't, apparently. I was like, it's fine. I really underestimated that gap. Oh, it just appeared. Is there... I don't know. Oh god, why is it appearing? Okay, what's break? Back, okay. Okay, and that. Okay. I got it. Does Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Yeah, I mean, we've been to both. Okay. I was like, oh, okay. Oh god, okay, so they grow. Okay, I should have got the turning thing. Oh boy. Okay, it's fine. I got this. Oh boy. It's okay, I got it. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or 2 different buildings? From what I was given, I'm assuming I was wrong and they're the same. But he came from the top down. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. Thing is, this game is fun, but I wonder how it is to watch. It's like, I'm just doing a thing. Oh boy, words? I think it's vertical because I learned that uppy downs is horizontal, but that's wrong. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? My teacher taught us wrong. I say it every time I have to think about horizontal or vertical. I did it. I win. Okay. So yeah, they're just the same building, up and down. But the elevator twists. It doesn't... Do I have to click something? Oh. The elevator twists 180. That's weird.
Got it. I know the secret of the Funhouse.
Okay. It will definitely explain.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
I wonder.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Oh, what a cutie little thing. Hamster.
Then the 2 houses aren't 2 different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located. Like it's Strawberry House top of Grape House.
I see!
Had to remember which one was which.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the 1st floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the 1st floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the 2 houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
I mean, it's a fun house. It's supposed to be fun.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
So together, they're 10-sided.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
Yeah, I'm actually really dumb. I didn't really notice or care about that. It was because the elevator was weird. He said it was a railway system. So I assumed it was flat. And they said they were barely moving. I actually didn't think they were moving at all. Anyways.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
3D models.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Where is this building? Where is this building with the trees? Where are we?
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
I've never been in a fun house.
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
I'm so confused because I really thought Monami knew the building because she said that he ruined it by putting by putting things like the death room. She's like, no, it's supposed to be just be a fun house. So I assumed that she knew, but it's kind of odd. Also, it was like Usami, not Monami's photo in it. So is she lying?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Yep.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Oh, that's why they mentioned that the ceiling is so tall they can barely see it. It's also weird that you can't see it, unless it's like dark. You can see up 3 floors, I'm pretty sure.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
He's gonna be wrong. $5 says Kazuichi is wrong.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Oh, that's okay, sweetheart. Make your argument. Broken doorknob?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Okay, that's not
It
wrong.
should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
What was I supposed to argue? A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean the killer... Oh, sorry. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But... is something like that even possible?
Hurry up,
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Okay.
was actually a dummy.
Am I supposed to
You mean a fake body?
disagree
Nekomaru
with,
died with a mechanical body.
like, mechanical body
It's
shoots?
impossible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
What, truth bullet. The victim of Nekomaru Nidai, aka Mekamaru, after his robotic transformation. His body was discovered in Grape Tower, which is inside the Funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, and shall be considered the cause of death. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered. Yeah, the arms and legs are dismembered. These limbs are actually designed to be detachable. It seems they are separated due to a severe impact. Oh my god. Interesting. Okay. Aside from that, several other areas of the body was damaged. Because of this, his functions seem to shut down. Okay, so that doesn't seem like anything. Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire, and the tip of there was also tied in a loop. What else?
So which one was the fake body?
Wire.
Shut up! Just pick.
Okay. Oh wait, is it just like the first? Are they always the first ones, or are these just the ones that I have first? By chance. No, that means I definitely... Okay, I'm definitely gotta absorb something. Okay, you're right. You're right, as in I'm right. Definitely. A dummy of Nekomaru's body. Does that mean the killer prepared in advance? But is something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Yeah, I think it's...
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the was actually a dummy.
I think
You mean a
I...
fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
No, how do I... Ah, there, okay.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
Best guess.
Magnificent, Gundam!
But they kind of
No fair, you totally
agree with
stole my
each other.
spotlight.
So I don't
So
quite
which
get it.
one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No. Okay. You're not making any sense. If you got something to say, just say it. I don't... He did have a... How do I prove it's not a dummy? I mean, none of these prove that it's not a dummy, and one of them. Is it dummy and then hit with the fake body? Or the... Because it says he died with a mechanical body. That is correct. I'm not disagreeing with that. And I'm not disagreeing... But I am disagreeing with it being a dummy. So I shouldn't absorb the dummy because that wouldn't make any sense. So there should be something that proves that he's not a dummy. The button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. When the button is pressed, yeah. See, that doesn't prove he's not a dummy. The oil, maybe I can use the oil again. Ow. Yeah. Oh.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually
Yeah.
a dummy.
Wait. No. Okay. Big think. Is it absorb the dummy and shoot it? I don't know.
Damn it!
I'm just gonna die here,
I'm
man.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
I don't. Is it?
One of the bodies in one of the
Oh, that doesn't
towers
help. It's not a dummy.
was actually a dummy.
You
Sure.
mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
See, that doesn't make sense. Am I wrong? Those are the only two things you can shoot. He did die with a mechanical body. The difference is it isn't a dummy. He's a mechanical orway. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Well, definitely, nope, that's... Apparently it doesn't show me. He's a mechanical organism. Magnificent field was unleashed at the time of the... Okay. Meteorite... It's weird that I don't have the beginning of this. The meteorite landing, causing a bizarre reaction from the machinery. Okay. Oh, wait. I won't be able to shoot through the contradiction with this. Does that mean I got the right one or the wrong one? Is it the body?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. Then hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
I really don't know.
Died with a mechanical body.
See, this is true,
It
though.
should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
How do I prove it's not? Prepared it in advance. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
Stop.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Uh,
was actually a dummy!
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I got pillar, oil, the oil, but I think I already did that. Problem is I don't remember what I did. Pillar, oil, wire. I don't know. I wonder. No, it has to be the dummy. It has to be. And it's not the other statement. Because we're not incorrect. He did have a mechanical body. But so if I'm arguing that it couldn't be a mechanical fake body, then it has to be the dummy. But what proves it? Okay, can't shoot through the contradiction with this.
This mystery in a flash.
Yeah.
Hurry up, dumbass.
I don't know.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was
Uh,
actually a dummy!
chain? Oh, it's a
You
chain.
mean a fake body?
I don't think the
Nekomaru died with a
chain.
mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No
The
fair! You totally stole my
wire?
spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying, I guess. See, prepared in advance.
I'm
Weird.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up.
One of the bodies in one was actually a dummy!
No, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot through all of them.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
I think I did
Hurry
the...
up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dummy!
Okay, so it's not that one.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up.
One of the bodies in one of it was actually a dummy!
Nope. Glad I have
I'm
extra
gonna solve
hearts.
This mystery in a flash. And hurry up.
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dummy!
It's gonna be Gundams. It's gonna be Gundam's line, isn't it?
Damn it!
It's going to be Gundam's line.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dumb.
No,
We already
that's wrong.
used that.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Okay. Strange feeling. It's just that it was rotated.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower.
Okay, wait. Regardless of whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement of Nekomaru's body, the tipped over the pillar, the oil stains, the two other bullets we had, I'm pretty sure it was those two, and even the dismembered parts from Kazuichi arranged looked exactly the same. Yeah, okay, no, that's fair. I guess that's fair. I guess it's fair. I guess I'll give it to it. I'll give it to them. It's fair.
We thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the pieces that I carefully arranged when I dismembered the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh, she throwing you under the bus.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
I mean, you said that even she could understand the murder weapon. I'm just saying.
You are joking, right?
It would be really interesting if he did. I don't. It's way too early. If we are having throwing like sus on him, it's way too early in the trial.
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
Yeah.
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
But he would know how to destroy it.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
Oh, you're such a cool design though, my dude. But you gotta let Sonya go.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
I mean, the one that we do know is apparently incorrect, so... A device like that? A device that teleports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. It's a dummy. Dumbwaiter. Dummy. A dumbwaiter. It's an elevator, but it's a dumbwaiter. Because it's only stuff. Hangman's Gambit. Oh god. Okay. Oh, those are gonna hit. Oh wait, are they the same? Nope, Was that not an L? Oops, my bad. I thought it was. Hello. How do you spell things? I love... Oh. There's too many. Oh, shoot. Nailed it. I get lost in where I am in the word when I try to think ahead with letters. I'm like, yeah, we need 2 E's. Sure, shoot them both.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Dumb waiter.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Am I thinking of the wrong word? No, I don't think so. Anyways.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
Okay.
Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
So you can see the ceiling, though. So there's a door that just leads to nowhere.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Okay.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
From the beginning, Nekomaru should have just broke the door. Shouldn't have stopped him. Like I said, just let him break it.
Now that you mention it,
Wait, which floor were we
sometimes when
on?
I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
We were first showed up in Strawberry. Okay, Nekomaru would have fell out of a building from 4 stories up. I think he should have still done it. Give it that kind of is, I guess, it might seems like that could have been how he died.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
To trick us. Keep up.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
Oh, like how? Projection. No, they're different doors.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
So I guess it's just the flooring and the ceiling?
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Everything that hasn't changed have in common. The things that didn't change when we moved between the 2 towers. That includes the body, the pillar, the oil. We've been talking about this stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common. They were the floor.
I see!
Okay, I was right. It was like because the floor moves.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
I guess the pillars were on the floor. I was gonna say they reached the ceiling, but we couldn't see it.
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Because it's not on the floor. It's like part of the wall. So only the wall moves up or the floor moves up and down. Ow. My seat. Okay.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
I'm getting new glasses tomorrow. I'm really distracted right now. I'm getting new glasses tomorrow, and I'm really excited. They came in early, and I might be able to see. Oh, you guys won't notice, because I don't wear them here. but I accidentally scratched my glasses one time when I was sick, and I scratched them and it was awful. So I needed new ones. I had those for like 4 years, so I needed to get new ones. I got diagnosed with astigmatism, and I got a stronger prescription. So I'm hoping that it will be fantastic. They say that my eyes shouldn't change anymore, just that didn't go in for a while. But anyways, fun fact, I'm very excited because I think they're cool. And I don't really love mine. They don't really go with stuff that I have. It's completely unrelated to the game. I should get back to it. There's something unique about the elevator. Only the floor moves. You can only enter one side at a time. No, there's no ceiling. Well,
I see.
yeah. I mean, there is a ceiling, but we just can't see it.
That's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Like a push pop.
Only the floor moved?
It's like a push pop.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
I'm surprised the pillars didn't knock over sooner.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Oh, so that wasn't light. That's natural door. Okay.
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Ah, so Nekomaru couldn't have pushed it open. But, what was I gonna say? I don't know. My brain keeps getting distracted.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
Can you guys notice? I had a coffee before this.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Oh, I was gonna say, when I was a kid, I loved drawing grapes. So I would draw just a bunch of circles and then like depth to it, so it looks like there's more on the other side, like semicircles. And then I would draw a stem and then connect what you can see, and then draw like a leaf. I mean, it was probably horrible. I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form, but I love doing things. So I would do that all the time, because you just draw little circles next to each other, and then semicircles, you know? Yeah. So that's what I think about when I see that back wall, or the back door. I just think of me drawing a bunch of grapes. Anyways.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
I was like, aren't they siblings? Aren't they?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
Are they not siblings? Like, I don't know if in canon, but I mean like Monami and Monokuma. They're supposed to have a sibling relationship. Swoon. Anyways.
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
So the killer didn't realize that there were different floors?
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Ah, okay. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair the door, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't have to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower.
I wonder how much longer until the middle. I talk a lot, so probably a while. So we're just gonna vibe it out. See how long I go, because I should go to bed. I have an appointment tomorrow for my glasses.
Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the Funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
Someone...
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
I guess. I mean, do we know that? How did they know it was an elevator and it didn't rotate? I mean, if they made an indoor elevator, why couldn't they have a rotating indoor elevator? Indoor, I meant a weird floor-only elevator. Platform, I guess. Moving platform.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Mikan's image, I think, has a different X. It's like a cross. So I wonder if it's like the red cross? I don't know. Anyways.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You kind of deserve it, my dude. You kind of deserve her rejecting you because there's no reason for her having to not reject you, my dude.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yep.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
The elevator. That's why we call it the contact elevator. Got it. I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter. It does a weird...
If that elevator moves vertically...
Then why don't we feel it? And why does it do a 180?
Then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But, does this reflect reality?
Yes.
Inside Grape House,
Okay.
Grape Hall is on your right when your
Okay.
back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
Here's the thing. At the very beginning of this game, Monami did actual magic. Literally, the answer could be literal magic. You know?
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two towers are connected vertically, the position of the towers should be the same in both houses. But, in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Okay, which one is it? Okay. Akane, Fujiko's contact elevator. I don't remember what accounts are.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both.
Yeah, one sec. Oh, hold on. One sec. Okay. The contact elevator is used to move between two houses. Last person it would have been at Grape House. Okay. So that means this is definitely someone in Strawberry House because we can... Nagito said that he can go from house to house. And the killer definitely would have utilized that. My eyes itchy. Allergies. Anyways.
If the contact elevator is behind you.
Okay, I think it must be the sudden
The
appearance.
towers are in opposite directions.
Nope, that wouldn't make any sense. What am I
Which
doing?
means your reasoning.
Kazuichi?
It's clearly contradictory.
What did Kazuichi
What's
say?
with this iron curtain of teamwork?
I do not like that face of his. So, Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but... Okay. Who... Oh. Ah, cute. Okay, sorry. What was Kazuichi's account? Okay, this is it. Okay. I forgot it was Kazuichi. Oh, right. Fujiko did the... Clocks. God, brain. Apparently the compass needle spun 180 degrees while inside the elevator. Okay. Kazuichi's account. Let's go. Okay. Is that really correct? Okay.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Oh, shoot. I clicked the wrong button.
Horizontally.
Alright. There we go. I clicked it. I was trying to get more time.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Yeah, Kazuichi.
Huh? Me?
Keep up. See, this is what I'm saying, that he couldn't be the murderer in this, even though being the one that saves and, like, lets you guys investigate is a great way of proving that you're not the killer, which means you could definitely do that and be the killer. But he has no brains, so someone like him couldn't have planned something like this, you know? Like, the game would have to really put forward why he could do this.
Hey, come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
I wonder if I actually had ever a compass that wasn't broken. I don't think so. Because I'm thinking about when I had compasses in school, it was more, oh, you purposely broke it by putting a magnet there and then spinning it with a magnet. And it's really odd because I just don't know if any of my compasses actually legitimately worked. Because I had a compass tool that also was a bunch of other things. My dad loves survival stuff, so we always got survival stuff. And yeah, one of them was a compass back in the day, but I don't think it worked.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Oh.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh, and we wouldn't see that in the photo.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Yeah.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House.
I love that this, in theory, could be completely wrong, and Monokuma, would just sit there being like, no? You know, like the idea that we could be just dead wrong. And he's like, what are you guys thinking?
Appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
I guess it doesn't matter if we're right or not, technically.
Rotates while it moves.
Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
We are in the amusement park island.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
Yeah, he's a bear.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
Okay.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right?
I
Now
wonder.
let's start talking about the important stuff.
I wonder what he says that's actually important. Like the first one, kind of. I don't actually know. I guess it might not have actually been hints, but there was like things that I'm like, oh, could it be? But I wonder if there's hints that I'm just like whoosh, missing completely.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Did we not? I don't remember.
I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means?
I see!
Like an octopus.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Yeah, when my sister started teaching kids in elementary school, really basic things, not necessarily what an octagon is, because if you know the origin of each of the word, blah, 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 but some, like, rudimentary stuff, apparently she's like, is that right? Because she just, like, she didn't get her schooling in to be a teacher. She had psychology, but since these people had disabilities like ADHD and autism, that's why she was overqualified for this job, but she wanted to help with COVID. And anyways, so she's just like sitting there like, yes, because they're like doing times tables, and she's like, I didn't memorize a times table in years. I'm like, yeah.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
A place befitting the name Octagon? It's probably spot section again? Oh, math. Okay. I'm going to click, like, here. No, not like Grape House, like just that area where they connect. You know? But anyways, okay. So I clicked it wrong. The Grape House is the Octagon, but isn't Grape House six-sided? Oh, that wasn't even... You're right. It looks like I had a little misunderstanding. I looked like a fool. Like, I guess... I don't know, like that area. Like, if connected. Connected? Because it was on the first floor, and he said it was like the area around it. He said there's a room with area. The Strawberry House is the Octagon, but isn't Strawberry House four-sided? You're right.
Crap!
Okay. Well, he took a picture on that side, but obviously I can't click this, and this is the tower. So it would be weird, but I don't... How precise do you have to be? Can I just...
Here!
But it's on the other side. It should have been the...
You're talking about the
Other...
secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
It should have been flipped. It should have been the other side of the building. The one that we've seen. Because that corner wasn't where it was. You're talking about the secret room surrounded by... Yeah.
Why is that place the Octagon?
Probably math.
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
But that would be 10.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Does an octagon need to be perfectly, not like square, but like, am I wrong that they have to be like, not even, because I guess, because you see like like a typical octagon, like the pentagon, or the like pentagon, and the 6-sided one. Whatever. It only just needs to have 8 sides? Really? Oh. Okay. See? And this is why I don't teach kids.
That's basically the gist of it.
Okay. Fair.
The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
I really thought they had to be kind of even. But okay.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
It does actually look like that shape, though, which is very cool.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
I just, like, wouldn't have a big enough brain for all of this. I'd be like, oh, cool, there's a room here. I wouldn't think about it. Like, I wouldn't have been like, oh, yeah, the octagon, it makes sense. It's the outside of it. I would have been like, okay, cool, I'm in the place called the octagon.
Learn? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse.
I still say it's knowledge, but okay, I guess it can be the Funhouse.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
I also loved drawing trees, like evergreen trees. Like, and then you do more up until you reach a top. I would make so many of them, but I would always make them like Christmas trees because I always wanted to decorate them more. So I would draw grapes and I would draw pine trees constantly.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
You know something's happening because we're doing a nice little 360 rotation. Ooh.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The Funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? I still think it's not Fuhiko, because he is unfriendable. Okay, I'm going to do the intermission, and then I'm going to quit after that. Anyways. Why, hello there. I thought the... Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, it's Nekomaru, right? Or... Monokuma. Why, hello there. I thought the new bad word to call... I thought of a new bad word to call Monomi. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to the insults and slander. There's no way I'll be hurt by a mere word. Monomi. Is a serious Staffatly? Oh, is serious Staffat? Is a serious Staffatly. I don't know. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Staffatly. That's not it. It's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be Stufatly. Stufatly? Stupid. So Stoopfatly. Whoa, there's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now.
Fat's only...
Mon ami is a serious Stufatly.
So Stufatly is a noun because she's A1. She's like a serious one. And then 2, fat's the only word that was present in it. Did I ever tell the story? Because I thought about it earlier. Me getting distracted again. When I was little, and we would sing the... I don't know, song. It's a song in school. Where it's like, you know, bombs bursting in air. And something something. Dawn's early light. And I had that line that I was supposed to say in front of the class. The thing is, when you learn a language, as a kid or second language, you learn things how they sound. You say it really quickly, singing it. I always thought there was a word, Dawn's early. So, since whenever grade this was, I always thought it was just one word. So I asked my teacher when I was supposed to sing it, what does Dawn's early mean? And she goes, you know, like the morning. Early in the morning, but I always thought Dawn's early was like an adjective until I read it out and I saw it was multiple words. And I'm like, oh, I felt so dumb because I had the discovery in front of everyone. But listen, if you say it quickly, it ends in an ly. All the words up until that point ends in an ly was an adjective. Yeah, the word that I'm looking for is adjective. So, if you're ever wondering, wow, how stupid they are now with reading. God, it was worse when I was little. But yeah, fat's the only word that you can see in that. Save progress? Yes. No, stop. We are stop. Oh, wait, not that one. Okay, fine. Let's open it back up.
I hope your day is well.
I hope your day is well, my dude. But I am going to bid you a fond farewell. And I know what you're saying, dude, you just saved. I don't trust myself. But yeah, thank you for being here. Wait, there it is. But thank you for being here. It's always great. I'm glad you confirmed that my mic wasn't awful. Because again, I was terrified it would just not work at all. Anyways, is there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's really it. Anyways, I don't know. I assume it's night for you. I don't know when you sleep, but I'm going to sleep, so good night.